Good morning, good morning, good morning. Say good morning, Domino. Good morning. All right, me and Domino have got to take a ride down to the Dreamers place down there. I got a box back here to deliver. That was delivered up here from FedEx or UPS or something. But if you would have seen yesterday on their video, hold on, I gotta put you down. It's cold out here today, guys. It's getting colder. Put my gloves on. They got all of the stuff from that old cabin I gave them like a year and a half ago burn up, and we moved the trusses when I got my truck stuck. If you didn't watch that video on Come On Homesteading, go check it out. It was a bad day. And we're gonna go down there and check out that area, because the whole point of clearing that out is because the pig pen needs to be built. So now that it's all cleared out, we're gonna go down there and get a game plan on where I want everything and where I still need to clear with Uber. Uber is on the mountain. You can see her in the background ready to put in some work. So I'm gonna be jumping in between the tiny house and this pig pen build, because I'm on a timeline for these pigs that's coming. So I need to get that done as well, but I want to keep the tiny house moving also. So we're going to go down and do some evaluating and come up with a game plan. Let me switch y'all around and give y'all a little view this morning. Oh, don't mind my finger. The hay was for the goats. Definitely got a lot of road work that needs to happen with all this weather that we've been getting. Get taxi out here with the box blade and give this driveway some love. Whew, got to put my glove back on. Hold on. All right. Looks like Uber dug in a little bit. I let Mike use Uber yesterday to get all of the wall panels down there, and I think he burned them. I'm definitely going to have to get that magnet thing that Rhonda and the kids sent me a super chat for in a live. And when they go, I need to scoop all the stuff from their burn area up and then run the magnet around there and make sure there's no nails. But for the most part, this is a high right here. And basically, I want the pen to be over here by the road, but then I want to kind of do like a pasture area all the way. If you look through you can see the top of the roof of one of the temporary canopies up there in the boneyard. I kind of want to take the little pasture area all the way to the base of the hill over there. That way I can see them when I'm in the boneyard area out pasturing, but I have an easy, nice road to be able to come in to bring in feed and more animals and stuff like that off of the road. Because this whole section, pretty much this whole 5 acres I was going to sell the Drifting Dreamers, is going to end up being 4 animals, except for where it's actually cleared down there will be my shop. There'll be animals down there as well. But yeah, I want to utilize that as much as possible, this whole section over here, because it's all pretty flat out here, and I think it'll be a good area for a lot of the smaller livestock. The cows are going to go up on the mountain with me into the power lines and part of the area that I just cleared with the dozer. But all of the goats and sheep and pigs and all that kind of stuff is going to go on this 5 acres here. And also the not the 5 acres, but the little section in front of the cabin there will also be another paddock right behind the creek that runs back there. So eventually there'll be animals all over the place, but that's much further down the road. Got a lot of infrastructure to do before that takes place. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get some hog panel, build a nice little pen area, some of the siding that I just took off the tiny house, I'm gonna make a shelter for them, little stalls and stuff like that, so I can separate them when they have babies and all of that good stuff. And then I'm probably gonna get a couple of rows of fence, some T-posts and stuff, and make a pasture area. I might even move the goats down here to clear out the area with the pigs to start with, and then kind of go from there, and then branch off of this fence in area right here, that direction and that direction, and just kind of expand it in paddocks as I go. I don't want to do just big open areas, because I want to be able to control what sections they're in. That way they don't eat one section all the way down to the dirt, and be able to really start like doing that rotational grazing type situation, so it fertilizes the land and you know, builds up the land as I go. And fencing and all that stuff's expensive, so I'm gonna have to do it in sections. Definitely don't have enough to just all of a sudden fence in 30 acres you know, overnight. It takes time. Driveway's holding up pretty good. Definitely need some love here and there. It's not going to be traveled as much when they move, so it should maintain a little bit better, I would think. I think just a couple of trips with the box blade throughout the year, a couple times a year in between seasons, will probably keep this road pretty decent. There will be areas that I have to put some coal, like down there closer to their place, and but I don't want to spend too much money on the road. It's a pretty wide cut all the way back. This was a big project clearing all this out. So I'm glad I made the road as wide as I did. It's definitely going to make getting trailers back here better. I do plan on making the trip to Oklahoma here soon to get my livestock trailer. I'd like to get on that here sooner than later, because I'm sure it's going to need new floor or something. I would love to be able to take that trailer to go get the pigs. They're small enough now I could take one of my big dog kennels and put them in there for now. But if I had my livestock trailer, it'd be good that I could take that. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what kind of condition the floor and stuff's in, because there's a ton of stuff in there. So I'm just going to have to evaluate it. First step's getting the old tires off and putting the new tires on. So I think we're going to work on that. I think I'm going to reach out to MT Homestead and see what their schedule's looking like, and maybe try to get over there within the next week or two and get that done, because I think March 5th is when I'm supposed to be going to get the pigs. So running out of time, and my grandbaby's coming earlier than expected, I believe, so I might end up in Florida for a couple of days in March to go see my new grandson. So the schedule's shrinking a little bit. There's always something going on. I hear their roosters down there cock-a-doodle-doing, and of course you can hear Willie. Yeah, but right now is the best time to get these fence lines and stuff cleared, because we are still in the middle of winter, so it's not very thick. And I'm not cutting down any of the big trees or anything like that. I might push over some of the widowmakers, stuff like that, but I'm going to try to do as minimum as possible and kind of let the goats do their thing out here. I want to be able to have a lot of shade and stuff for the pigs or goats or whatever's in this area, because what I want to do is put the pen right here and then have a gate going in between the pen to the pasture area. That way, if I want the pigs in the pen, they're in the pen. But if I want to move them to the little pasture area, move them to the pasture area. And also be able to use that same pasture area for other animals if I choose. So, yeah, I will be running some kind of electric line. I did get that question too. I will be running some kind of electric wire, solar powered, down here as well, to run around just for predator protection. Although, knock on wood, I haven't really had a lot of predator. I hate to say it because I'm gonna jinx myself. Let me hold on, come with me. I gotta knock on some wood. Hold on. Knock on wood. I have not lost anything to predators in the 3 years I've been out here. So there's a lot of movement on this mountain, a lot of noise and stuff like that. I think that helps a little bit. And also having some animals run free, and you know, and Eclipse down there with the goats, protecting the goats and stuff like that. I am going to introduce Eclipse to the pigs and see how she does with the pigs. She is really good with animals. I haven't seen one yet that that she really wants to mess with. I've had her around the chickens. I haven't had her around the rabbits, but there's really no need for her to be around the rabbits. But any of the bigger animals and stuff, she definitely seems to be okay with. She just likes to play. She doesn't have the, you know, that mean instinct to her. She's just a loving girl. So we'll see that as well. And if that's the case, then when I move the goats over here, I'll move here too, to protect them, because she's a great protector, like great protector. She has done a phenomenal job with the goats and absolutely loves being in there with the goats. She gets to play all day, and she's very happy. So we'll see. And I might look into later on as well, maybe getting the livestock guardian dog, stuff like that. I do plan on, with the goats and stuff, to get some kind of like a donkey or something like that with the cows, for protection as well in the future. But it's a work in progress, guys. I don't want to overdo it too fast, and I don't want to bring in more than I can handle. So slow and steady. But we're moving along. I'm definitely excited about getting pigs. I've raised pigs growing up just about my whole life. As a kid, I don't know, I don't talk about my background a lot, guys, but I mean, we had 10 acres and big gardens and hogs and cows and chickens and rabbits and, you know, all of that stuff. And we processed everything and raised it. And I was in 4-H and FFA and all of that. I was in the showing steers and pigs, and I've been to slaughterhouses and did all the prime cuts and meats and making sugar cure ham and sausage and all of that stuff back when I was a kid growing up. So I think that's why I kind of went full circle and kind of came back to this life. But I really enjoy raising pigs, and I love me some good bacon. Come on. So definitely excited about it. I've been wanting to do this my whole adult life. So I'm glad that we're at that point. And I've been doing tons of research and stuff on the Kune breed, because I've never raised them before. I've raised all kinds of other pigs and stuff, but Kune is a new breed for me. So doing my due diligence and my research, learning about them and what kind of habitats they need and all that other stuff, and be able to give them a healthy, good existence, because that's what it's about. Even though this is a working homestead, and we do process some things and stuff like that, the goal is to give them the best life possible while they're here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Well, good morning. Well, Not on Come On Mountain this morning, not just yet. We'll be heading there next, but I'm over here at Junk to Gems, old Gumby's. I need to get an impact because tomorrow it's gonna be a big day. We're gonna bring back a livestock trailer from Oklahoma over there at Bitty Boo Homestead. We worked out a deal last year for that 82 Harley that I got in a livestock trailer. I went and dropped some tires and rims off at MT Homesteads, which is right down the road from there, about 8 months ago, because the livestock trailer is going to need 2 tires and rims to get it back here to Arkansas, and I need to swap them out. So Gumby's got an impact, so I'm going to pick that up now and start getting ready for this trip that I got tomorrow. And rain's coming, so we got a lot to do on the mountain, so let's get it. All right guys, got the impact from Gumby. Right here it is. We're gonna go up into Harbor Freight and get some impact sockets. We don't know exactly what the size is on that livestock trailer, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some impacts. That way I got what I need, and probably go ahead and pick up some packing grease, because I'm sure the bearings need to be packed.
Okay, thanks guys.
What's up, brother?
How you doing? Hey,
Good.
Dave. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Get some gloves. A big shout out to Rhonda and the children. We're gonna get the floor sweeper. Got some hollow wall stuff I need to install. All right guys, we got everything loaded up. Almost forgot this. Be kind, return your buggy. All right, now we got to stop by the new property and get the grease gun and some packing grease, because I have no idea what those hubs and bearings are gonna look like with that trailer sitting as long as it has. Trying to cover all my bases so whenever I get out there, swap out all the tires and stuff, it doesn't end up being a mission on me. All right, we just pulled up to the house. Looks like we got a trespasser here, guys. What's going on here? Find out what's happening. What's she doing? See the trespasser?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He snuck up on me there.
Trespasser. What is he doing?
I'm milking the internet. Although I did just pick up your laundry.
Yeah, I see it.
So I didn't. I plugged in under your desk. I didn't know where to. I figured that's a good spot. It's out of the way.
Yeah. Got snuck up here and found a trespasser. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, we made it back to the mountain. We got a little bit to do. Domino, hello. Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me with your dirty feet. All right, guys, as you can see, it's gloomy. We got rain coming. We got to get some flashing up on the tiny house, get all this feed out the back of the truck, get the animals situated for this rainstorm coming. 3 days of rain, guys. 3 days of rain. It's definitely not the right color. Well, this is the right color, but these sheets right here that I ordered is not the right color. I thought I went with charcoal. Definitely not charcoal up here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change out these 4 sheets right here. So I'm only gonna temporarily screw this flashing in for right now, until I can get the right color in. But this will keep water from being able to get back in there. Better to be safe than sorry. I'll end up using these 4 sheets right here that I got for one of the animal buildings. All right guys, let's get the truck unloaded, get the animals situated, and then we'll go ahead and walk around the tiny house here. I'll go over a couple of things that need to happen first so we can move on to other stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and make a phone call and get the right metal. That was a big mess up on my part. It's been so long since I ordered this metal, I could have swore I went with charcoal. The rest of it definitely isn't charcoal.
Faithful tractor Uber always by his side. Midnight's on the prowl, that cat's the boss, supervisor of the land. She never takes a loss. David on Common Mountain with a mountain in his sight. He's got kindness in his heart and hands that work all night. With his goats and his dogs and the breeze so sweet, he's a man of the land, life's rhythm so complete. David on Common Mountain with a view so grand. The new HQ's coming together. He's the man with the plan. Eclipse, the guard dog, watching over the goats. And Domino's the newest friend, running in the notes. From the old truck to the new white Ford, David's rolling steady, keeping Common HQ in order. Through the fields and the pastures, he's working every day, building dreams on common flatlands, and he's got a lot to say. David on Common Mountain, with the mountain in his sight. He's got kindness in his heart and hands that work all night. With his goats and his dogs and the breeze so sweet, he's a Eclipse, the guard dog, watching over the goats. And Domino's the newest friend, running in the nose. From the old truck to the new white Ford, David's rolling steady, keeping Common HQ in order. Through the fields and the pastures, he's working every day, building dreams on common flatlands, and he's got a lot to say. David on Common Mountain, where the air is fresh and clear. David's working but he always shows he cares. From the old truck to the new white Ford, David's rolling skate. He's a
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. All right, all the animals are taken care of. Now let's talk about the tiny house. Chanel is starting to have some blockage on one of her udders there. So I've been having to tie her up and kind of milk her on that side. I'm trying to get the baby to start latching on that side. I've also given her some antibiotics, and we'll see. It happened last time she had a baby as well, and after about 3 days of milking her, it relieved the pressure and went down. So hopefully that happens this time. All right, so we still have to put tape on all the corners and all of the nail runs around here, and I also need to make sure that it is nailed off properly, because I can see, like right here, there's some nails missing up high. So I still have a lot of nailing off to do. I need to tape around all the doors. So when I get back from Oklahoma, that's what I'm going to start working on, is getting the zip board zipped up 100%. It's gonna take at least probably 3 or 4 days to get the new metal in. I can't believe I messed up the colors like that. The other day I thought maybe it was just because that faded a little bit in the last couple of years, but nope, I messed up. It was total wrong color. But you can always use metal around the homestead, so I'll end up using it on a different building project. I am going to be making a pig pen here and a pig enclosure here in the next couple of weeks, so that's probably where that metal is going to end up being used. That way it wasn't a waste. But I did get the insulation. I got 2 rolls of 19 there and 2 15s. The rock wool, I got 1 there and 1 inside the building. So I've got the insulation because it's supposed to cool down quite a bit this week. I did go ahead and put up vapor barrier and stuff in there in the doorway just to help hold the heat in there. It seems to be working pretty good. But I think that's gonna be about it, guys. It's just getting ready to go out of town to get that livestock trailer and running day-to-day homestead duties, like getting feed and stuff like that and taking care of the animals. Do you want to say bye? You ready to take a nap, huh? All that running around. All right, guys, I love every single one of y'all. Until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.
With Mountain Magazine in his view, stretching far and wide, he's got his faithful tractor Uber always by his side.